First of all, before we even jump into anything, so much stuff has happened tonight. Like, so much music,
what?
like music-wise. There's flipping new Kojo funds. There's new diggaD. There's a new J1 and Blueface. There's a new Notes and AJ Tracy.
I ain't heard that one.
Where shall we start? Gavin.
Kojo Fun's lying about sleeping with girls is a bit mad.
Can I just ask if what is going on? We're recording this as like a podcast. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yes, we are recording.
Oh, it does say recording. Why did we not start and discuss this first?
See,
this is how we're starting.
We just jump in like this. It's a three-way, whatever. You get me? But
yeah, what's his name? He's lying about sleeping with what's her name?
Loz.
That was a terrible.
I have no idea what's going on.
Is it Loz? Is that like the chick?
Yeah.
There's that line, but there's also the fact that it's a diss track to Huss.
The whole thing.
I don't think the whole thing, bruv. It's just all a bit mad because remember he had allegations like thrown at him about the girl thing.
That's what I thought was a bit crazy. You got allegations talking about some underage girl or whatever it was, allegedly. That's what people say, right? Allegedly. And then
allegedly,
you come out and talking about another girl who is granted overage, but now she's saying you didn't do nothing with her either. Like, it's wild, bro.
And
like,
you're dissing Huss.
Yeah, that is what it. I'm not. That's.
I mean, the fact, Resh, you probably haven't heard it. Granted, but like,
I really have not heard what's going on. I have no idea.
So that's like somebody said on Twitter just now. It's like Ja Rule dropping a diss track today for 50 Cent. That's what it's just a pointless activity. You get me? So the Kojo thing, I don't know, bro. Really.
I think he's trying to come back. I ain't heard it either, Resh, to be fair. So you're not by yourself. I've just seen the gossip on the gram.
And
heard diggaD one.
The what one?
diggaD. I gave that a quick listen.
Yeah.
It's wild, bro. It's cruddy. Like I thought he was on some sort of license where he's not allowed to talk about certain things. Because
the hook is mad. Yeah,
it's catchy.
It's gonna go.
The video's good,
bro. It's gonna go. It's gonna do exactly what the last one done, like, and it's the hook. But yeah, it's mad. It's that's the best thing that's come out. Well, I say that. Obviously, you probably think different, but in terms of an actual music video full out today, that's the best thing that's come out.
What do you think I think then?
Well, we came on to talk about one topic, and then the topic's just been escalate. It's been escalated.
It's not out though. I can't let a 30-second clip eclipse a whole diggaD single. That's not fair.
No, but you are gassed, though, innit?
Brother, I'm beyond gassed.
Resh, do you know what we're talking about?
Do you know what I said this beginning? I have no idea what you're talking about. I didn't even know we were recording until I asked if are we recording.
All right, so let's just set the tone. Obviously, we're here to talk current news, which is still Chip and Stormzy. So Gavin has put this masterclass together because he wants to get some things off his...
Oh, you see, Resh, you sent a message today saying you don't want to try this Zoom thing. I tried to put this together in January. I tried to do this in January. We're in October now. The gaffer said we can do it today, so I'm here. The boss said we're allowed. I'm here.
Let's talk about it.
As far as I know, that I said in the chat, I was like, Stormzy hasn't replied. I feel like it's a one-way conversation.
She hasn't seen the new news, Gavin. So you may as well break it.
Someone update me.
He hasn't responded, Resh. You're right. But
right.
I think that's part of the conversation, to be honest.
Yeah, but
firstly, let's start from the beginning. Right, Resh, you remember when we was last at the studio?
Yeah.
Do you remember we had a brief conversation about it then?
Yeah, and you went and I talked about it.
Yes, well.
That's a mad thing.
We spoke about it. We did speak about it briefly.
Yeah.
Very briefly. But I think what it was, it weren't gonna. What I didn't say basically, I heard a rumor, and I didn't know how true it was, and I kind of seen it coming because of what the rumor I heard, and the rumor was that Stormzy went to Chip's house.
How did you not speak about this and not even tell me? Because
let me tell you why.
I didn't even know this.
You know what? We hadn't seen each other in ages, so we spoke about a lot of things that day. And obviously, we recorded again afterwards, and my focus was mainly on what we did after. But the reason why I didn't say it in the moment was because you're DJ Firestar. What, Resh? You know what he would have done? If I had said,
I would have put it out.
I would have said to him that Stormzy went to Chip's house on camera.
I would have titled the episode that.
He would have titled the episode. He's not even lying. He would have titled the episode that. He would have clipped it. He would have tagged Stormzy, Stormzy on socials. Probably tagged Stormzy's manager, who I don't even know who that person is.
Listen.
Tag the world. And then I could have been wrong. As far as I was concerned, I could have been wrong. Or I could have been right. And then whatever. But now, obviously, in hindsight, we could have let a big cat out of the bag. Because, was it a week later, 2 weeks later?
A couple of days even. I don't even know.
What did you think of Resh, what was your opinion on the actual footage of him going to Chip's house? Because that's...
I mean, it was very vague footage. All you saw was him going in and then them coming out. No, them coming out, I think.
That says enough. I lie. That says enough, innit, Gavin?
I think it says a lot. But then again, I'm speaking from an unfair perspective. That's why I was asking what Resh is...
Why are you speaking from an unfair perspective?
Because if I'd seen the footage, then I heard... and not heard the room... If I'd seen the footage first... that would be your perspective. But the conversation I had was in a WhatsApp group, and it was a case of, is this Stormzy and Chip thing going to happen? And then one of my boys said, no. He said, Stormzy's taking it to the road. And I was like, what do you mean? And then he basically implied that Stormzy went and knocked on Chip's door, basically. So I knew the energy that he went there with.
I mean, Resh, do you think he was just going around there to have a cup of tea and that, and it's all cool?
But he couldn't know. But I see where she's coming from, because it could have been that. As far as all you see is him walking out of a building.
But you heard the.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
But you heard the audio.
I feel like I watched. I didn't hear any audio. If I'm honest, I
did you not hear
literally just saw.
Oh no!
No, I saw the clip, and then I saw it was at the same time I saw Chip's video, diss track video. Yeah, so it was all around the same time. Yeah.
She released them both, the clip and...
Yeah, so then I saw them both together. So I kind of understood it wasn't a thing where, he's going around for a chat, clearly.
I think it's mad. And I think... What do you think, Firestar, what do you think of him actually releasing it?
Fam, first of all, I still am actually still shell-shocked that you just didn't even mention that you even knew this information. I can't, and I'm even more pissed off that I didn't even know this information. I'm surprised I didn't even know that had taken place. Why would you know? Sometimes you just would. You'd
watch the episode back. Watch the episode back, Resh. Yeah. I said to him, if the world was open, the industry weren't locked down like it is, you would know more and you'd be able to tell me more.
I remember.
That's exactly what I said to him. Because of the way things are, he's not been around people, but. I know he's told, Stormzy has told big artists that he did this as well. He's going around talking about it as well. It's a bit mad.
How did you know?
How did I know?
Yeah.
Because I grew up in London, and London's a small place. And then things sort of happen, and he took it to the roads. This weren't Universal Studio, Warner Studios, or he took it to the roads, bro. He took it to places where people are that know people that I know, I guess, or whatever. It's not a big place.
Yeah. Yeah. So on that factor, that's a whole just madness. So that's just more fuel to the fire. That's it. That just sets the tone for where we are. I mean, even though nothing's happened, I personally why has Stormzy not replied? Is it because Chip's gonna drop a project? He doesn't want to be part of that. I think that's not an acceptable outcome.
So you feel like he should have replied by now?
Listen, we need. We need the action, and we need it now. We can't wait 3 months for the reaction to this. It's long.
Let's look at a few things, because I love this shit. So let's dissect a few things. Yeah? Firstly, why is Stormzy so upset?
Are you asking me or us?
It's whoever, like.
No, I mean, obviously, on the basis of he thought Chip was going at him on the record, right?
So because on Waves,
I feel like he didn't know. I feel like literally, I don't think there was any direct shots. So it was kind of just like it wasn't direct.
This is the thing, Resh. Stormzy's album's called Heavy as the Head. He's calling himself the king and the goat. And I'm sure it's on Waves. There's 2 lyrics. Chip says, what did he say? I'll take off your crown and piss on your throne or something like that. He does. That's rude.
I think
round here.
We know what it is, yeah? I don't think there's any...
kind of funny.
It was one of them. Is he talking to Mizzy? It was a sneak diss.
Of course.
And then obviously Stormzy come back and did it as well. But my thing is, why are you so upset? And the reason I'm saying that, you went to his house.
But didn't Chip obviously give him he gave him the addy, blah, blah, blah.
All right, so listen, when you dissect the whole, like the lyrics, he says that he offered him to be on a song, and me just trying to put 2 and 2 together, Stormzy gets offered a verse on that Dizzy song, potentially. Or a song if it's Stormzy, he's not gonna just be on any song. So Chip said he offered him a chance to be spin him on a song back to back, and he said no. And he also said, I gave you my address out of love. And then he came to his house. Why are you that angry? He didn't do that to Wiley.
I think it was just...
How long was Bugsy coming at Stormzy?
I don't know if it was angry. I think it's just, I'm the man, I'm pulling up, and I'm here.
So
what were they going to do? Like, I'm so confused.
We don't know. But
they pull up to do what?
No, we don't know the outcome. But the point is, it's like other people have already pointed out, like the fact that he's gone to the house just means problem, base level. That's it. It's on.
I don't know if it does, you know. If you give someone your address and they come round, it doesn't mean problem.
It's like an uninvited guest rocking up at 11.
But I'm sure if you give someone your address, it means that they're invited.
Not with strangers, Rush.
Yeah, it's not a real invite.
If I came with my mates.
They're not his mates. That's rude. You don't. I can't just say I'm coming to like Five Star's house with 3 of my friends that he's never met. And I've known him for years, and we know it. And not only that, Chip's he's not just anybody. So you're showing people where this guy that's basically is a celebrity, where you don't do that. Like,
Stormzy knew what it was. Normally, you're testing somebody. It's like, I don't know, when Chip and Bugs.
Apparently, like, I think it was on the it was either in his manager's statement. What's his manager's name?
Ashley.
Yeah, Ashley. In her statement, she says that he basically caused a commotion. So firstly, they didn't buzz in. They were hanging about in the car park. It was intimidation tactics, basically.
That's it.
Whether they went there to actually physically harm him, I'm not convinced about that.
I don't think it was going to be positive, like UN talks taking place again.
Yeah, but they didn't go there to hug him and say, you know what?
That's what I'm saying. So
it was definitely intimidation tactics. Now, my thing is, why though? That's what I keep asking. Because Bugsy went at Stormzy for time.
I don't know why. I think maybe...
I know why. I think I know why.
I think...
Bugsy went at Stormzy for time. Wiley said something about Stormzy's mum. Didn't he tell him to suck his mum or something like that? He dissed his mum.
Fully, yeah.
All Chip said was, you're not the king, you're not the GOAT.
Well, do you think it just, like, really hit him, like he wants to prove a point to the guy that he thinks is maybe the one that can go toe-to-toe with him? Maybe it's like that.
Five Star, you know me for years, yeah? I got a mouth on me. And in school, I was one of them kids that I'll just dish you. I'll be rude. I'll say stuff I shouldn't say because of my size. I was a small kid. And luckily, I had certain guys in school that respected me, so I didn't get my head kicked in. But a few people wanted to beat me up because of what I'd say. Chip is like that. He can't go toe-to-toe with Chip. And what's going to happen? What do you do when he can make you look stupid in public?
So do you think it was more of a stunt of, if it had actually gone down, he was going there to basically put the squeeze on him and say, don't even fucking try it, basically.
Don't even think about it.
Yeah.
Don't even think about it. But I think it's mad. Firstly, you're Stormzy. Like, so if the footage does come out and and it does get out there, that's not a good look, number one. And number two is Chipmunk. Bruv, he's not going to stop now. He's not going to stop.
Well, we know that. But
you came to his house.
But imagine, all right, so just work off that point there, yeah? He's pulled up, whatever. He hasn't found him or he hasn't had a chat with him. And then Ashley's like screaming and she's filming and tearing. Stormzy knows that she's filmed it now, yeah? However, nah, you don't think?
No, I don't think
I think from the moment he leaves, this is some mad like CIA investigation. But the moment he leaves,
that's all we got. We only got a couple tunes and a 30-second video.
The moment he leaves, he's thinking with the people he was with, yeah, like he must be thinking, what now, innit? What's gonna happen now? And normally, I bet he's sitting there thinking, yo, like there's gonna be something coming from Chip very soon. And then you have this long ass period of just nothing, innit? Where we're all just didn't know any better. Some of us knew something had happened, some didn't. So
the fact is, none of us know anything. But
then you know,
if you go off what's being said, because you know, I'll sit and I'll listen to a song 100 times, but like
you did listen to it about however many times I said when you put it up.
It's a few times still, but like. I prefer Killer MC as well as it goes. But Chip says that someone went for a knife. That's what he says. Someone went for when someone, what did he say? I think he said you can't because he blocks out who it is. But someone went for the kitchen knife, and Stormzy back down, and his brother was there as well, allegedly, and like obviously that. His brother's not just going to let him come into his house. And his mum was there apparently as well. Like, you can't do that. You don't do them things.
I agree. Yeah,
you don't do them things.
Yeah.
Regardless of whether your intention was to actually harm him or not. Like, that's very, very rude. You're a millionaire.
Yeah, do you find it weird that he did that?
Obviously, yeah, he finds it weird. I find it weird. Because it's just that mark that's never been... kind of like you're not going there to like actually probably physically harm him potentially but you're going there for a chat, but you're not
want to kill an MC, but man crossed the line. He's a killer MC.
It's like it's that midway point of, but it's over the line. So here we are in it. Like,
I don't think he can. I think he knows he can't handle Chip, because if people are saying, oh, don't underestimate Stormzy. Don't underestimate Stormzy. Fair enough. Because you know what? When him and Wiley were going at it, I was one of the only people in one of my friendship groups that knew Stormzy was going to spin him.
No, I think in this day and this this battle, this war is like it's the most current, like what people want to see. Like, do you understand? Like, Stormzy could battle Wiley any day of the week and the conversation would still come into play about, oh, but if he went up against Chip, this is the one, innit? This is like top tier. This is bigger than that by a mile, because Chip is a relevant brother. Everyone knows what he does. And now we're in it, kind of. You know what I mean?
I don't think he replies.
But you don't think he will?
Just to add more to it, Resh, like what Gavin's saying today is, while you probably haven't seen it, so he's dropped a teaser of another diss.
Oh, I saw that. I did see that
today. Yeah.
And I don't think it's a diss.
It's just a track off his.
It is a diss.
No, you know why? And you probably know this guy. There's a guy called Ill Will. Is that his name? On Twitter. I can't even get out. Someone's calling me.
Is that your beard comb?
Yeah. Trying to look professional. Trying to look presentable, Resh. Hang on, I'll tell you. There's a tweet that went out from a guy. Ill Will. Do you know who Ill Will is? 5-star.
Rings a bell, but unless I see that.
Presenter. He's got a blue tick on Twitter, whatever that's worth.
Okay.
He said that he's basically tweeted saying how, or captioned the video saying how he's been waiting for this to be released, and there's a feature on it. So whether there's a sneak this in there, but I don't think it's going to be like Shell petrol station type this. which I'm highly disappointed about, if I'm honest. I thought he was gonna, like, the way the video's set and everything, I thought he was gonna come out and
well, it was a BP with another petrol station.
I think the whole internet thinks this. I think the whole internet, and from what I saw, it's another diss, bro. Maybe
I don't know, but is it all right? I hear you, but let's think marketing wise now. You're in the height of this. Everyone's waiting for Stormzy. He's not coming with nothing. You drop a clip, and you don't say. He doesn't really say anything in the clip other than "F you single." We don't know what the song's actually saying. As soon as that drops, the views are going to be crazy.
How long does this go on for? The momentum without Stormzy doing nothing. What happens
until people
then?
forget and something else happens?
How soon is that in today's world? Because normally it would be straight away. But I feel like because it's Chip, we want it more, so we're waiting a bit more. But how long?
Maybe another week or two, max. Maybe even that.
I don't think we're getting a reply.
But then what happens if you don't reply?
As an avid grime fan like yourself, from your tone, bro, we can tell that there'll be heartbreak across the UK. You know what I mean? But
what happens if he like? This guy's gone around saying how he's the king of grime.
Nothing changes. I think he still has mass success. The world is so fickle. It don't matter anymore now. Like, no, he's not going to lose fans. Just nothing happens. That's the maddest part about it. Like,
people forget. That's it.
People forget, and people will fling around that he never warned him and he didn't send back for him and whatever else. Like, but I don't know. I don't think it's the end. I think my man will have something to say on it, and I do genuinely think the par right now is basically based around the fact that Chip's he's got something coming. Regardless, like, he's got something dropping, he's got a project dropping, so Stormzy's just said, yo, fuck it, man, I'm not entertaining it. Which I think's fucked, because I don't know. That's in today's world that happens. And then obviously back in the day that was never a thing. Even in the culture of the disses, all this, you got 24 hours to reply, 6 hours to reply. That's how we are with it. But really and truly, back in the day, you didn't have to, no one thought like, hold on, this guy's told me to go fuck myself. Let me not reply because he's got an album, so I don't want to. People did. Now they think like that. So it's mad. So we could get another shot from Stormzy, could say something 3 months down the line, and then you just, I mean.
I reckon that there'll be tracks, Stormzy will be on tracks, and there'll still be sneak disses.
Can't happen no more, Resh. There's two
I reckon
things.
it will be.
All right, so there's two levels to it, yeah? There's the industry level, which is what you're talking about, Firestar, and I completely agree. That's one scenario. But then there's the purist.
I know.
There's the street level. There's the, you can't say that anymore, bro.
And to the street, you just look at it like, how can you not reply? Like, how can you not want to just go now? Like,
let me give you an example. Drake used to always say he was the greatest ever. He used to always say he was he would say he was the best rapper alive, basically. He was trying to take that shit from Jay-Z. And then the ghostwriting shit come out. He don't say that no more. Have you noticed that? He doesn't. He had a lyric. He had a lyric, last name ever, first name greatest. He can't say that. And probably can't even perform that song anymore, bro.
Yeah, but I think when he said
it's
that,
true.
He probably wasn't even the greatest then, because it was so early on in his career.
And to me, to you, no, but to him he was. To me, Stormzy's never the king of grime. I don't even put him top 5. Personally, I don't even put him top 5.
He's not. But he's just a very successful
he's the
brother.
king of grime because he made the most money out of grime or whatever. So cool, but this is why I'm trying to work out why he's not responding. Is it an industry thing, or is it because he can hide behind his industry stuff and really and truly he knows he can't handle Chip? And not that he can't.
But then to
Can he not just be above it?
Nah, because
he went to his house, Resh.
Yeah, I feel like he fucked up there, and he probably knew he fucked up.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So for him to go to someone's house on the vibe that we're presuming it's on, until he comes out and says, you know what, it weren't really like that. I wanted to go and give him a cuddle. I probably still wouldn't believe him until he says that. Until he says that, like, it's not really gonna be anything other than right. You went there to do him harm. And the man's come out publicly and said that, and you still not said, nah, that's not true.
The silence is mad because you didn't have that same silence against Wiley. Exactly. So it's like this silence.
He can handle Wiley. He knew he could spin Wiley. And he knew once he spun Wiley, that'll be it. Bro, Chip was still going.
So you genuinely think he's swerving? That's what you're saying. You think that Stormzy is swerving it because he will lose the battle?
We've seen Chip go ham on two people, yeah? Bugsy, he let simmer for 7 months or whatever it was, and then dissed him 3 times in a week. And then he left it for a couple weeks, and then come again, and he said, "I'm gonna keep on coming and coming and coming and coming." His most streamed single apparently
is Coward. Yeah.
On Tiny never said nothing to him for a year, and he made his most successful song dissing him off of like a rhythm that come out in 2000, and none of them came to his house. None of them said anything but said stuff about him. He didn't even meet Bugsy.
Yeah,
Stormzy, he knows Stormzy personally, and as far as he's concerned, Stormzy come to threaten his life, and he done that to Bugsy. And he done that to Tiny, and he done that to Young'un. Remember when Young'un ran off with the Nando's?
Yeah.
Chip made a video the next day.
It's true.
Bro, like, I'm telling you, it's crazy.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Real UK history, this.
Chipmunk, and you know what the biggest thing out of all of it is, Resh? Stormzy's a millionaire with endorsements and companies and album deals and whatever else he's got going on in the industry that I don't know nothing about. Chip's independent. If Chip wants to release an album next year, no one can stop him. If Chip wants to release 100 disc records, no one will tell him nothing. His manager can't even control this. His manager's the one that released the footage. No one has control over him no more. He's doing what the fuck he wants.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that was obviously all part of a plan as well. That's the point, because there'd been such a big gap. It's planned. You know what I mean? It weren't like she just fired. It came with the videos, and this was
they sat
part
down
of
definitely.
Yeah.
But my point is that same thing he said to Tiny on, I think it was Coward, that you got who was it? No, it was Young, and he said, you got an album to lose. I ain't got nothing to lose. Chipmunk, no, he's got nothing to lose. He's got like all he can do in this situation is game. What's the worst situation he's going to be in? Of course,
for him, yeah, 100%. So that's
why. Do you think timing-wise, he did it just as he's about to release a project on purpose?
Yeah, 100. Because he had 3 months sitting. It takes Chip no time to send a diss. They're already written in his head. He'll just. So why wait that long?
All right, I've got a question for you then. 5-star.
Chip waited 3 months. Stormzy's looking at it like, it's taken this brother this long, so why should I be on his time now? You get it? And so he's thought, fuck it. I'm not playing it now, and we wait.
I think that is part of the conversation. I don't think that's the part of the conversation that's coming from Stormzy's mouth, though. I think that's the people around him that are saying that. I think Stormzy wants to go, like, deep down, the pride in him, the same pride that made him go to his house with 3 guys, wants to write a 32 bathroom, whatever it will be. But 5-star, do you reckon there's like cliques in the industry?
Of course.
Do you reckon?
I bet bare people are split up over this thing. Like,
do you reckon Chip's got? Do you reckon Chip's got like with the main key players in the industry? Who do you reckon's got more power?
Stormzy by a mile.
Okay, so then based off what Chip's manager's saying, Resh as well, like Chip's manager's basically saying that the agents, they call them agents, have been blocking. I've been trying to cover up the fact that Stormzy went to his house, and that's why she never released the video, etc., etc.
Because they told her not to.
No, because they were trying to. I don't know. We don't know. We're only going off little Instagram clips and that. Okay. But I think this situation happened. They may have tried to. And this is me making up stuff out like top of my head. They would have tried to squash it, tried to make the situation better, and the agents, as they call it, weren't letting it happen, and they're working in full force to block whatever Chip's doing. So they've gone and done this now. Yes, he's got a mixtape coming, but Chip was due to release this year anyway. So obviously he's using it off the back of that. Why wouldn't you? But at the same time, I don't think that's the sole purpose. He come to his house.
Fair enough.
Just think when a man pulls up to your yard of that magnitude, it fucking puts you in a mind state of, I'm going to fire off, I'm going to do my thing, but then it's bigger than just your average sneak dissing. Do you know what I mean? It's a whole different thing now. Like, it's a whole different.
Do you think people are taking sides? Do you what do you think it's
people always take sides.
Which way do you think it is at the moment? Majority.
What do you mean?
Like, do you think people get the whole like, oh, Stormzy shouldn't have pulled up at Chip's house?
Oh, in terms of what? The people perspective or what?
Yeah, just a general public consensus.
I think there's people that are saying that obviously you shouldn't have. No, I don't think I've heard anyone that says, yeah. Well, actually, no. Your guy, Dutchavelli said I would have pulled up at his house as well. The reason he said it, did you see that live? Did you see the Insta live when he was talking about it?
Yeah.
I thought he was so real and honest.
He was talking to Kaz and is that the one you're talking about? The reaction man. Then he was on a live with. I can't
remember who he was talking to. I just remember him saying that basically he thinks that Chip's too much for Stormzy, and he's the type of MC, and that's what he's saying. What I think, he's the type of MC. The only thing you can do is run up on him. Just go to his house and and slap him up. And that's what Dutch said. If it was me, I'd have done the same thing. So he's the only person, like people of a certain mentality, like people from the road, basically. That's what they do. So I'm not surprised Stormzy did it. I know where Stormzy's from. They don't mess about down there. But at the same time, I think it's weird that people are surprised or shocked or think it's wrong even that Chip released them not released the footage.
Oh right, okay, yeah, because people, all sorts.
I think that's weird.
No, I think it's valid to tell the story. There's nothing wrong with that. Like,
what do you think? Do you think he was? Do you think it was anything underhanded or wrong? Or because I've watched certain things. I've watched content and people are saying now it's wrong. It's character assassination and da. Yeah,
I think it's just facts. Here's a video of this dude and his friends pulling. Yeah, it's just facts. I don't think there's a right or wrong. Yeah.
And this is the bias I'm seeing in the industry that, like, how can you say that footage of a guy it doesn't make sense to me. Like, it's footage of him doing something.
You think that when he's tried to pull up, obviously going by his Chip's manager, going by Ashley's kind of reaction in the video and blah, blah, blah and whatever, like, there's a big element of like shock factor to that move alone. So Chip come back, was he out or whatever, and he's come back?
I think. What do you mean?
He wasn't in the yard, was he? He wasn't at home.
No, apparently he weren't there.
So he's come back, and they're like, "Yo, man's pulled up. He's
probably got a call.
His head must have been spinning, bruv. Like, yo, what the fuck?"
Yeah. Especially when he gave him the address a couple of days ago. So he's probably felt. Bruv, imagine that. His mum's probably there, shook up and thinking, "What the hell's going on?"
Real.
And you're the cause of it because this safe place you've got for your family, you've given out the address, and they've obviously moved from there as well. Like,
I mean, Rookie Eric giving his address out though.
Huh?
What was he expecting when he gave his address out?
I don't think he was expecting this. I don't think.
No, but it's no different. Resh, him giving Stormzy his address is no different to Firestar giving me his address. Me and him have a falling out.
Mates. It is quite different.
No, it's not. Resh, they've done songs together.
Okay.
They've got.
Okay, fine.
I think one of Stormzy's videos, he's got Chips in the video. Like, as far as he's concerned, they were friends.
Okay.
That's what it was. As far as I understand it, that's what.
Listen,
it was.
I think we've established one thing which we've known all along, is that as soon as you start claiming you're the man in this thing, Chip is gonna have something to say, and it's gonna piss people off in the core, and it's gonna bubble, and then this is what happens. Because
I think Chip's his biggest gripe is when people that have not been in the game as long as him say they're the best.
Yeah.
That's what I think his gripe is. Is he right for that?
Of
Do
course.
you agree that Storm is more successful than Chip?
Oh, 1,000,000%. He is more successful.
So do you agree that Chip you understand why he's annoyed?
I don't agree with that. More successful thing, you know.
Monetary wise and kind of stature wise, bro. Chip's got the roads with him and the mandem with him, and like, do you know what I mean? The real, like, he's got the people.
Who's more successful out of Gets and Titchy Strider?
I would say probably Gets now, but Tinchy had a massive. I don't know, bro. I mean, are you talking money? What are you talking?
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to gauge what you're saying, because who's more successful out of Gets and Strider? For me, Gets is by far more successful.
Agreed.
Because Gets will still be doing tours. I'll still be at Gets concerts in my 50s.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I'm just, my point was more in the.
Hang on, let me finish. So therefore, for me, I think I'll still be going to Chip concerts in my 50s, or Chip will still be able to do concerts when I'm in my 50s. I think Stormzy's run will be done soon.
I don't know.
I believe that. I think he's gonna have his. He'll be balling. He'll be balling. He'll have his money, but he'll be done soon. Like, what you've got songs, or you got moments that Chip's had, songs, whatever, that you can run now. There's certain there's songs like the ones he's done with Movado, for instance. Yeah, you're a DJ. How many tunes are you running of Stormzy? If you had a dance tonight, how many tunes are you running of Stormzy that's older than a year old or 2 years old?
No, I get that, bro. I get what you're saying, like catalog and hits. I'm just talking about
money,
stature. Yeah, like Stormzy's stature, bro. Like, whether we know how many years he's got in this thing or we don't, like.
I think we do, though. This is what I'm asking you as a DJ.
I don't think so. I think he has
as
got.
As a DJ, who do you think's got more? Who's gonna have the longer run? As things stand.
Not, you're basing it on. See, even talking as a DJ, like, I play more Chip. It runs better in a club. That's what he does. Like, the Stormzy tracks, for me, they're not in the catalog like that. Some of the collaborations and stuff, maybe, yeah, but I just think Stormzy's impact, and again, his stature and the levels that he's hit, regardless of where Chip is, he's not hasn't hit those levels, bro. Maybe Stormzy will be done, but Chip still hasn't progressed. And I don't mean that in a way of like, we've not seen nothing. He's made steps, but they're not monumental steps, are they, bro? Like, he's not doing album sales like Stormzy. He's not on Glastonbury.
I guess if you're independent and doing it a different way, you don't get to those places.
Yeah,
quickly.
And that's that. But
let me. This is why I don't agree with you. Chip came in if Chip had the moment like Oopsie Daisy times, yeah. That's not like, we can't disregard that.
No. But that's a different era, unfortunately. If that had happened now, it might have been different.
Okay.
Whatever, yeah.
But this is what I'm saying. This is why I think Chip gets annoyed, because Oopsie Daisy era made this era, and the era in between where it was a bit like Pass Out times. That all stems from Oopsie Daisy, and before that was Channel U, and who was on Channel U doing Fire Alive? Chip, and before that was DVDs, and who was on the DVDs doing Fuck Radio? Chip.
Yeah.
And Chip's still around now, dissing you on Grime Daily and getting millions of views. All you've done, really, is fucking, I can't even, blinded by our grace. And yeah, you done the Glasgow stage because you was hot this year, and that was it. Like, I'm being real. I think he's done that here.
You're not lying. You're not lying in terms of when you put it like
that's
that.
That's what I class as success. I think Kano's more successful than.
But no one's disputing like how he's gonna feel. But the bottom line is, bro, there's always a backstory. Like there's always he's been here long. That is the case, isn't it? He has been here longer. He has done more. He's done this. He's the reason why the door's open for him, and all of that stuff is all relevant because it's true.
I'm gonna ask you a comparison.
But what?
I'm gonna ask you a comparison, and I don't even know if you'll answer this or be honest, because I don't know about what politics you might be caught up in. Who's more successful, Tim Westwood or Charlie Sloth?
Westwood.
You ain't done this shit that Charlie Sloth has. He ain't been on Apple Music like Charlie Sloth has.
I said it quick because of Westwood's run, but then I'm thinking about the moves and the things Charlie's done. And
you're correct. Your answer was right.
I don't know how
back out. Your answer was right.
I'm just trying to.
Your answer was right.
No, but which one did you say? I didn't even hear you. You said
Charlie Sloth. Who's more successful, like Charlie Sloth and Westwood?
No, what did 5 stars? What is your answer?
Westwood.
Oh, okay.
What do you think, Resh?
I'd say Westwood just because I feel like I've seen more of him in my lifespan.
So what I was trying to say is in Charlie's recent span of years, I don't know how big those bags are, but they're gonna be big. But, okay, so then in terms of, but what I'm saying is that Charlie is now, right? So his run, I don't see Charlie going anywhere tomorrow. If anything, there's more to come from him, whereas Westwood is the other way. So
have you ever seen that interview when have you ever seen that interview with Jay-Z when he says, do you want to be the trend or do you want to be Ralph Lauren? There's a saying, he says, do you want to be the trend or do you want to be Ralph Lauren? Chip is Ralph Lauren. Stormzy's the trend. And Stormzy's been the trend at a time when the game is crazy. There had to be a Stormzy. There had to be. And more power to the guy. Like his grandkids are going to be good.
You genuinely think he's going to be done? He's done.
I'm asking you as one of the biggest, in my opinion, one of the biggest DJs in the country, yeah?
I think
you do shit. You do shit. You make money. You make money off playing music that nobody can, yeah? You're on BBC, you're doing your thing. You got a name, you know music. You know British music, more to the point. You've been there from the beginning. I'm asking you as a DJ, I'm gonna give you 5 tunes to run to get a club going. One of them has to be a Chip or a Stormzy tune, and the rest can be whatever you want. You got one more tune to play out of the 5, and it's out of a Chip tune and a Stormzy tune. Who are you picking?
A Chip tune by a mile.
To me, and they make musician, and Chip ain't had a hot album in years. We was in uni when he had his last hot album, bro. We're old now. Do you get what I'm saying? Like it's been years, and Stormzy's the guy right now. And you, as a DJ, wouldn't run one of his tunes. Would you? Who would you run? Like there's new guys out here now that you'd run right now. You'd probably run a Jumpy by Ambush. You'd run one of Dutch's tunes. I know for help you, right? It's like comparing the hot new rapper or hot drill rapper with Gigs or one of the hot drill rappers.
Bro, I think it's it's all opinion. It's just preference on when you ask me to compare it to like what man would run in a club. That just a lot of that comes down to personal preference because there'll be people watching and DJs that are like, yeah, I run Stormzy tunes. I'm like, yes.
I don't agree. I don't agree because I know you're a DJ that you don't play for yourself. You've only been so successful.
I just find that
you're playing it for the people.
I just find Chip is just got more versatility and vibes, and the rhythms just work better for me in a dance. Like, I don't mean Stormzy ain't got no tune man can't run. Admittedly, maybe when he's on a collab joint or something. He's trying to save
himself.
I'm trying to save it. No, I just think.
In case he wants to make that call for he wants to do the Stormzy interview. He would say, yeah, don't worry about that guy, Gavin. You know what he's talking about. I'm messing about. I'm playing.
The club is, I don't know.
The club's where it's at, bro.
Yeah, but it's not. But Gavin, like, then sometimes when somebody like Stormzy drops a project, for example, and it does the mass numbers and the great things that it does, I will put an album like that on in my car and I won't understand like all these people that have bought into it. It then doesn't reflect in the most important environment to me, which is the club, right?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't.
But it's radio and it's commercial.
Yeah. So
Resh it's spot on, Resh.
So
radio is commercial. It's drummed in your head. Stormzy.
That's what makes money.
Stormzy, but that's why that fan base that he has, Gavin, like it does exist, and it will. That fan base alone might keep him alive, but it's the purists and the people that love the culture and love chips, like longevity and legacy, and we have different views on it. Like we feel different about it. But I
think what I'm saying is the reason why I don't, when it comes down to success, who's more successful? I'm thinking long term. Like Resh, who was you into when you was at school? Who did you listen to when you was at school? Like music wise.
Was you
into Spice Girls? N-Dubs?
No.
Was you into N-Dubs?
I actually did like N-Dubs, I'm not gonna lie.
N-Dubs was seen as successful at one point. Around the same time that Chip was seen as successful. Them two, they were both chart topping. Who would you say is more successful out of Dappy and Chip?
Chip.
I would go Chip.
Mainly because Chip's still around right now. And this is what I'm saying.
I mean, Dappy's still around right now, technically.
Yeah. Well, Phaser definitely ain't around no more.
No, Phaser.
I don't know where he is.
Dappy is 100%.
And to me, it's just the tortoise and the hare thing. We'll see in it. We'll have this conversation in a couple of years' time, I'm sure. And I personally, my hot take is that Stormzy it happened, like it cycles, bro. Unless he's gonna do a Drake, and the only reason for me why Drake is who he is because he makes good music. Like
in comparison to Stormzy.
Say again?
I said in comparison to Stormzy, who
for me personally, in comparison to everybody, Drake makes good music. He makes the chewing gum music, but he also makes very good lasting music.
He makes a variety of stuff. I think that's what it is as well.
He does it well. He does jump on the stuff just for now, but he also does make that music that will stand the test of time.
So what happens? True. What happens next? What now?
I can't wait to see. I can't wait to find out, to be honest. I don't see Stormzy. If I'm Stormzy's management, I'm telling him not to reply.
Full stop.
That's probably exactly what's happening.
And just pray that it doesn't. Well, it's not gonna. Oh, it's mad, bro.
How can you not? How can you be?
He's not. He's already bitten off more than he can chew, in my opinion.
It just becomes like the topic. It's the elephant in the room. It just becomes that if he doesn't address it.
Do you think people pull him up on it and ask him about it?
It will never go away if he doesn't. Facts. Am I lying, Gavin?
What's that?
If Stormzy chooses not to speak on it, this always will be a topic. You never went at Chip.
I'll go back to the Drake scenario with the ghostwriting thing. It's still a talk. It's still the talk of the town now. Like 5 years later,
people saying it. People love beef. People love drama. People love content. Like this is all they're going to talk about. It's like
people love the king being dethroned,
and people love the I'm the best. No, I'm the best chat. And when we even take that to Diz, what's the question Diz gets asked the most? Who does he get asked about all the time? We know it's Wiley. Even still. Yeah. And when I spoke to him, I didn't ask him any questions about Wiley in our actual on-air chat, like, right? But off camera, I said to Diz, I said, bruv, like, when I put out that I was going to have a conversation with you, the majority of questions that came back to me were to ask you about Wiley. And I said to him, bro, like, I didn't want to ask them questions, like, today, innit? Like, for the show, like, and for me personally, I said to him, like, I don't get people's fascination with that topic. Like for me, it's actually draining. Like, I don't know for you, Gavin or Resh, like how much of you guys, like Gavin obviously like loves grime probably more than you, Resh, by a mile. But does anyone even want to see that? Like, but he still gets asked it. Do you understand? Like,
for me, it's like with Wiley and Dizzy, it's a bit different because that's like, for me, it really is. Imagine Krept and Conan falling out. That's what that, for me, I don't know, they were friends before, but as far as the music goes, it'd be like Krept and Conan. They were like Krept and Conan, bro. Like radio times, before Dizzy became who he is, like Dizzy Rascal, the international superstar that he became. That's who it was. They were a duo. So to see them not even talk to each other is a bit mad.
But what I'm saying is, it was such a long time ago. Do you understand now? It was so long ago now.
Yeah, but it's still not. I can't even give you like.
It's not sorted out.
I can't give you a comparison. It's purely sentiment and nostalgia. It's one of them things you just want to see again. You just want to see.
Yeah. I think that's the only point I was making. Like, without breaking that down, like all I was saying was he still gets asked about it because it's so relevant, like to sort of purists' mindset of the genre. Is so important that whole time, right? So Stormzy swerving Chip. Every time Stormzy does something great, the question has to always be like, yeah, but why didn't you answer my man? That's all we want to know, bruv. Like, great, you're headlining the world, but you didn't answer Chip. Why? That's it. It will just keep going.
I don't see how. He's got to change his narrative.
Do you think, like, you know what, he might actually come out with, you know, actually he was working on some other stuff. He didn't have the energy for it. He didn't think it was necessary.
Unacceptable, that. Do you think he's,
you know what's crazy, Resh?
In your opinion?
Do you know why you can't say that, Resh?
Why?
Because if he's working on an album, for instance, he's in the studio working on an album. You can write this. You're in the place to make the diss track.
It ain't my opinion. It's a large proportion of people are fucking like, yo, where's this reply? Like, it's not just my view. Like, it's a big
it kind of is factual that you got. There's no excuse.
How do you stop it escalating further and further and further?
By when you're driving to Essex, saying we're gonna go to Chip's house, you say, you know, actually, I'm gonna do this.
I'm gonna spin the coupe and I'm gonna go back.
Yes, mate.
What are you gonna do?
Spin the SUV, mate. Put on some Abra and drive home.
That's it. And say, you know what? I'm gonna listen.
That's not it, mate. That's not it.
Sweat on the way home, and we're gonna cool off. You get me? Because he's caused this. He caused this by going to his house. But I do think, again, Chip was bubbling with fucking some fury in his core, and he was just not feeling man's tone. And listen.
Talk on that, because what do you reckon? That's
life.
Do you think people are saying that Chip's a hater and Chip's jealous?
I think in life, sometimes there just comes a point where within people, they'll see something and it will trigger something in them. And then it's about how you, inside yourself, control how that's making you feel. Because envy and jealousy and all of these things, like a minor part of them sometimes happen in people, and it's how you control that feeling. And sometimes people can't control that feeling, and it then becomes a thing where it becomes like this. So I think Stormzy chatting, he's the best, rare tear, is sly great in a man, isn't it? Like it's like you're seeing it, you're doing it like
to the point where it got to this though.
Well, yeah, I mean it did, didn't it? He's fucking come at him.
What I'm saying is, do you think, in my view, my perspective is that he said some stuff, he did some sneak dissing, Chip did, which you probably even deny was for Stormzy. I think it was, but it was like almost banter type level, or maybe just a level above banter. But then he's come with venom because you've crossed the line. Do you see what I'm saying?
There's no banter. Yeah. He knows the game. He knows what he's doing, bro. These men are not... No one takes this craft lightly, do they?
I hear what you say, but it's little jabs where you might say little things here and there. Because Krept and Conan do it.
I think that might have gone on a bit longer. But the bottom line is, he went there to his yard. And that's it. Then it's only...
Did it need to go?
I reckon he probably regrets that.
I don't know.
100%.
I don't know.
100%. 100%. 100%.
Well, you think
he's got the whole internet now asking him to get into a war that he really clearly doesn't want to be in.
Doesn't want to get into.
He doesn't want to get
into. We say this, you never know. Next week he might come back.
I don't think he's stupid. Like, I think when you're going there, he's not like he's next door and it's just happened in a click of a finger. Like we said, he's drove there. He's gone with... He must have thought through every sort of like, what if it goes like this? Or, you know, we're not in an era when everyone knows you step somewhere, anyone can catch you on the phone, the video, all of that is very real, like, possibilities. Do you know what I mean? So he must have thought about all of this stuff. So
I don't think he did.
I don't know. Like,
I think it was pure roadman mentality. I'm being serious. I think it was pure roadman.
I think he was just annoyed. Like, when you get angry and you do something and you think afterwards, yo, that was probably not a good idea.
Yeah, like he went there he thinking that really I'm just gonna bad you up and you're never gonna say my name again.
Does it impact?
That's as far as his thought went.
Does it impact? Another way to flip it. Does any of this impact Stormzy's success? And I guess an obvious question is, does it impact his credibility?
This is why we got that word success again. It depends on what level you're talking. Commercially, no.
Right.
And this is why I'm saying that he'd be done out here. Let me bring more context to my theory. Commercially, he will not flop. But commercially, you have your wave and then it drops. Unless you're like on MJ level or Beyonce level, like you every time you drop, and I don't even think Beyonce is that up there, but yeah, like unless you're amazing at what you do and you can dip off Adele type style, you're gonna have your wave and then you're gonna drop and then you're never gonna see that peak again. I don't think Stormzy's got that in him. But will it stop him carrying on the wave for however long it's meant to be? No. Credibility is what, for me, I class success as, and the longevity thing. He's done out here.
He's done. He's like that.
He's done out here he's got to pick one of the two. That's to be honest with you. He's got to pick. Do I want my credibility? And fuck it, I'm gonna go with this guy, toe to toe. That doesn't care. Chip does not care. I'm gonna go toe to toe with him, and fuck my commercial success. Forget all this money. Forget everything. Like, do you know what I mean? Or am I gonna stick with that? Do what the labels are saying. Do what all these execs are saying, and focus on the bag, and forget my credibility. He can't do both. He can't do both, and that's what he was trying to do when he went on the roadman thing. And it didn't really work out for him. So
we're at that point where it's mad. But yeah, credibility-wise, he needs to engage, man, because it will never, ever, it will never.
You reckon he fired? Do you reckon he can? Do you reckon he can engage and be successful at? Do you reckon he can win this clash, basically?
No.
What I'm asking.
No.
He's done. He's done. Then you might as well forget about it.
I can't see it. Like, I just cannot see it. It's like dealing with the master, innit? Like, who's the guy that runs? Who's the guy that runs the turtles? Who trained? You know, the ninja turtle Splinter. He's the Splinter, man. He's the mastermind. He's fucking.
Miyagi.
He's flipping he's that guy. He's flipping.
Do you think Chip will keep coming for him until he does respond?
I don't know about that.
Yes. I'm basing it off history. Yeah. Like Bugsy and Young'un got it in their neck. Even now, like, listen, yes, Bugsy and Chip made up, but Young'un still performs coward.
No, but listen to what I'm saying to you. That's fine. But listen, look at the era we're in the world. It's like already we've had this gap and people are saying, comments that are coming out, Stormzy's already made him look like a dickhead by not replying. So you're saying Chip's going to drop another 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
And the same comments are gonna just keep coming. Eventually,
you know why? Do you know why? Because then people, if I'm Chip, I'm looking at it like, if you think I'm a dickhead for what I did, you're not my fan anyway. You're not one of my fans anyway.
I get that.
He's one of them artists for me that has his core audience and he caters to them. Me, he could do 100 diss tracks for Stormzy, and he's getting at least 10 spins on Spotify off each of them.
Yeah. And his credibility is only just keep rising.
And he's still that guy. And he's going to be that MC where people like diggaD that say, nah, I ain't fucking with him. And he's going to keep on doing it. And he can go to a show now. Well, he can't because of Corona, but he could go to a booking, perform Coward, turn the place upside down with his fan base and get paid for it and walk out. And then say, no, me and Tiny are cool. I don't think he'll stop, bro. He went to his house. He went to his house. Younger didn't even do nothing to him, and he kept on going at him, and to this day they still don't get on. Like, I mean, he went to his. There's no coming back from that. There's no coming back from it. I think it's done.
We're waiting it.
But let's all get along. Like, let's sing. Let's sit
let's
around.
All get along.
Yeah, we need to. With all that said, we need to all get along, man.
Nah, it's mad. I don't know how many more. I don't know when that record's out that we've seen a snippet of today.
I mean, go Chip. He's doing a lot right now.
Go Chip.
Yeah.
Kill it.
He looks like he's working hard. So
do you think he's see, I don't know him like that, but I wonder if how much of it.
I don't know him like that either.
No, but I wonder how much of it is like got him worked up now as well. That man ain't replied, innit? Because that's got to fucking piss you off as well, innit?
Did you not see what I didn't agree with, and I was a bit disappointed with him. Was like he was tweeting, "Hurry up."
Yeah, I mean, yes, he did.
He posted a picture when he was leaning on. I think allow it. Like, you're doing too much now. I didn't respect that.
See, it's like credibility
he's
meter in it. It's up and down at the moment. You get me?
But it's like being a boxer and you've trained for time. You get all that testosterone and adrenaline.
I mean, he's ready to go.
The guy's not coming out. The champion's not coming out.
He's late to the party, basically.
Yeah. You just want to fight. You got to be looking at thinking, what's going
on? Let's see, but we'll see what happens. I just think. We know it's not over because who knows, the EP might be fucking 7 tracks of non-stop Stormzy disses, track 1 to 7. I don't even know when that's out.
That'd be so jokes.
I don't even know when that's out, actually. It must be coming pretty soon.
That's crazy. Chip. Could we just talk about his skills, though? Like, lyric. Blood, seriously. Killer MC was just crazy, bro.
Wait, but one other thing, just quickly. Flipping, we didn't speak on it when we linked because I don't think it was out, but I know it's important. Well, it's important to me and Gavin. I don't know if you've heard it, Resh, but Skepta and Gets, fam.
Yeah. Mad.
Basically, Resh, if you didn't know, this is the first time they linked up, innit?
I think I did see the track. I've not heard it.
Yeah, the track's cool.
I was trying to think of one, but yeah, well, you know anyway, innit?
Yeah.
Can do no wrong, and you put Skepta on it as well. It's just a bit mad.
But were you glad? Were you happy to see that?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, good.
That's what it's meant. And I'll be honest with you.
What it's meant to be.
That's what it's meant to be like.
Yeah.
It's not meant to be this clashing thing. As much as I love it, it ruins stuff like this.
Yeah, but it's good that took a long time. That wasn't. It's like didn't happen overnight, did it? That's a long story. So with Gets and Skepta's, it's you know what I mean. So it's taken a while.
There's a lot of collaborate. Even if you look at look at Kano and Gets, they haven't got as many songs together as I personally would like to have seen. Do you see what I'm saying? Them lot should have albums together and all sorts, in my opinion. But you know, I don't know how this stuff works behind the scenes, but yeah, it's good. I love to see it, man. I love to see it. I ain't listened to all the DBE's album yet. Have you listened to it?
I haven't listened to it, man. I've just had flipping, what's it called on in the car? Heady's joint, man.
Yeah, it's cold.
That's actually a good album.
10 out of 10, man.
I did.
Cold. Number one.
It's better than I thought it'd be.
It's gonna be number one.
He's gonna do number one, isn't it?
Mad.
Do you know what it is with Eddie? Yeah, because obviously he's we know what he's about. He looks so happy, bro.
Super happy, innit? Like he's not interested in.
Like he's having the time of his life. Like it's amazing.
Have you? We don't need to do a track breakdown, but is there any tracks that anyone is actually on?
The one with Skepta's crazy.
Try Me, banger.
Is Skepta gonna do something? Like is Skepta dropping something? Because he's making a lot of music at the moment. Well, for him, a lot of features.
Resh,
hopefully.
Heady.
I can't say I can name a track. I'll be honest. There's one track that keeps coming up on my hold on.
Well, he's got the joint with flipping H out, and he's got the joint with Young T and Bugsy as well.
That's a good one.
Videos.
That's the one you're talking about, Resh. One with Young T and Bugsy.
Fam, he's got
that's not the
albums. He's got a joint with Future is cold.
Yeah, the Future one's cold. Yeah.
Oh, it's the Future one. That is the one I've got on my playlist.
Cocaine, Gunpowder. That's the hook or whatever.
But do you know what? I really like Cash Page, so it's cool that he's got a track with Cash Page actually. Ivorian
Doll. She's cold. New Shabo dropped today as well. The females have got bangers out right now, man. Bangers.
Coming for Steph London's neck. I don't understand. She won a rated award. I didn't get that.
But I feel there's not enough females anyway. So it's bound. The more that there is, they're bound to step on like each other's toes. But you know what? It's good.
As in,
very true.
The reason why I said that is because they usually you get one female artist, and then you'll get a few that aren't as great. But they're coming hard now. Like they're coming out like
good
harder than the guys are right now. To be fair,
they're all, I don't want to say they're not similar, but they're on the similar kind of, like they're coming out on a drill beat, aggressive rap. And when you do that, your aggressive rap is more, I'm the baddest bitch, like I'm here, rare tear tear. So the other girls are going to come in on the same.
Challenge it. That's what the guys do.
Yeah, but because their pool is smaller, I think the bullets are a lot more kind of angled, like it's clear. If I'm talking about
straight, there's no straights. Everyone gets.
It's clear who's who and who they're going for, and you're talking about a pool of people. Whereas in a man's thing, it could be anyone, innit? You could say You know what I mean?
Don't say someone's name. You can get away with just a sneak this, but you can't really be sneaky.
But that's like fucking just on that subject, like Ivorian Doll's Daily Duppy. Flip.
I've not even listened to it properly.
Bro, just check when we get off here, just run that. And it's just the levels. And she's on Heady's album. That's mad. Like,
that's a good look for her as well.
Massive look.
She signed?
I have no idea. I don't think so. But before we cut, Dizzy Rascal on my flipping show on Sunday. I don't know if this will be out by then. That was a movie. So just you two lock in, you get me?
Yeah.